and welcome to Culture here on I-24 News. I'm Adel Grober. Thank you for joining me. Today on our show, we'll talk to the creator of an improvisational dance method for parents and kids. Visit the premieres of Natalie Portman's directorial debut, A Tale of Love and Darkness. And hear about some interesting new TV shows. We begin today with Itai Yatuv, who developed a method of movement for parents and children inspired by contact improvisation. He calls it Contact Kids, and this practice is quickly gaining fans all around the world. Itai, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So this whole thing started by mistake almost, am I right?
Almost. I think it's a nice example of a new career almost, starting from a YouTube clip. Yeah. Right.
So it started from a YouTube clip. You know, let's watch a part of it, and we'll know more then, and you'll tell us even more. So this is too sweet, first of all. And we should say this is you and your daughter, and 4 years ago or something like that?
Yeah, 4 years ago. Her name is Sophie. She was 2 years and 4 months.
And what happened?
What happened is that I was warming up in a studio, preparing myself for a contact jam session in Ibiza Contact Festival,
okay.
Where I was teaching, and Sophie just passed by on her way to bed when she saw me, and she just ran into the studio and started playing with me. And
now we should say maybe very quickly what contact improvisation is.
Contact improvisation, briefly, is a dance form developed in the 70s in the States, based on the idea of mostly duets of two dancers improvising together, trying to keep physical contact between them, and this physical contact is an opening for a vast exploration of falling,
right,
momentum,
fluent sort of movement.
Yes.
All right, so Sophie casted herself as your partner, and somebody took a video, put it online, and this is gaining viewers. And then what happened?
Well, it got viral quite fast, and then I started to get emails from friends around the world saying they saw the video and it was great, and friends here also in Israel starting to contact me saying, this is really nice, how do you do it, can you teach us to play with our kids like you do.
And what was your initial responses? Were you surprised that that's how people see it?
I was really surprised. At the beginning, I didn't really understood what they were talking about, because well, my initial response was, I'm not doing anything. We're just playing on the ground, on the rug in our house. Don't you play with your kids? And the first response from them was, no,
not like this.
We don't.
Yeah.
That's when I understood that maybe the way I relate to my kids as a dancer, as a contact improvisation dancer at home, might be different from other parents. And
there was a thirst out there for something like this.
In the beginning, it was just kind of light pressure from my dearest friends asking me to create an event, a short event for them in the studio, and we did it, and it turned out to be a really fun and very happy event. And since that point, they started to ask for more and more, and it got spread out. And
just give us an idea how far this has gone. This method is now being taught in how many countries?
This method now, it's been taught in several countries. In the last few years, I've been starting to be invited to Europe and mostly to teach, to try to also to give classes of Contact Kids to parents and children, but also to train people who want to, train instructors to do it. We've been doing it. Today you can find Contact Kids classes in Italy, Spain, England, Germany, Singapore. And it's getting wider. It's really nice.
It's really quite wonderful. There's a whole festival that's going to happen around this. Am I right?
We're organizing the first Contact Kids festival in Sukkot here in Israel, in the south, in the Arava, and it's going to be a weekend of lots of activities based on movement, dance, contact, music for little children and their parents. Some of the activities will be for all of them together, but some will be just for the kids, and some will be just for the parents.
Right, because this is really, you're working both with the children and the parents, right?
Well, to say the truth, most of my work is with the parents. Children are dancers. It's obvious they don't need to warm up. They launch in, and it's very easy. The parents are challenging a bit more. It's not custom. It's not usual for parents to roll on the floor, to stay on the floor, and it's something I'm working on a lot. So most of my work is with the parents. The children, they just join along.
Yeah, it looks wonderful, and it looks like you're having a lot of fun, and kids are having a lot of fun. Your personal story is also quite unusual. I mean, you started dancing at a very late age, am I right?
Relatively late. I started dancing when I was 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
It's never too late.
Itai, thanks so much for coming in. You'll see me and my daughter in one of your next classes,
Looking
I promise.
forward. Thank you.
All right. Natalie Portman spent years developing and adapting Amos Oz's celebrated autobiographical novel, A Tale of Love and Darkness, to be her writing and directing debut. The film had its Israeli premiere last week in Jerusalem and has been screened at international film festivals. But so far, it seems to rely solely on Portman's name to attract interest beyond Israel. Solal Azerwal went to the premiere, brought back this report.
Last week, Natalie Portman presented to the Israeli public A Story of Love and Darkness, the first full feature film ever directed by the celebrated actress. For its premiere at Cinema City in Jerusalem, Natalie Portman invited former President Shimon Peres and Jerusalem Mayor Nir Barkat. The movie represents a successful first step for the young director, despite some negative reviews by some cinema critics.
A beautiful movie. The movie expressed the book very, very nicely. Natalie is wonderful, and we very enjoyed it. A lovely movie.
This is not the first time the American-Israeli actress attempts to direct a film. She directed New York, I Love You alongside 10 other directors.
I had the craziest dream last night.
Acclaimed for her performances in Star Wars, V for Vendetta, and The Black Swan,
I don't want to talk about that.
the holder of an Oscar for Best Actress tackles this time a book by an icon of Israeli literature. A Tale of Love and Darkness is the adaptation of the famous novel by author Amos Oz.
This book is enormously epic. There's about hundreds of stories in it. There is no way one movie can really capture this book. It cannot be captured.
אף אחד לא יודע שום דבר על אף אחד.
To adapt the autobiographical bestseller was not the only challenge that Natalie Portman had to face.
Ima?
The actress-director also chose Hebrew as the language to be spoken in the film.
I don't think it's a decision. There's something in Hebrew, and if you know Hebrew, you understand it. There is a magic about this language. It all has connections. It is a mystical language in a way. And because if also the Bible is written in this language, this is not a normal language.
Yet this film is primarily the story of a son who sees his mother sink into melancholy, depression, and deteriorating, facing the emptiness of life.
Well, it's a Jerusalemite movie. It's a movie about Jerusalem, in Jerusalem, by a producer from Jerusalem. So it has Jerusalem written all over it. And I believe that people that will see the film will understand the special stories and special beauty and features and people of Jerusalem. So I'm very, very proud of this film.
The bigger picture also describes the birth of Israel, led by the departure of the British, the declaration of Israel's independence on May 14th of 1948, and then the Independence War. The Israeli elite attended the premiere, including the former president of the Jewish state, Shimon Peres.
I want to thank Natalie from the depth of my heart, because I don't think it was for her professional effort. She felt like a mission to bring her back to the beauty of Jerusalem, to bring her back on our surface to the uniqueness of the Hebrew language.
A Story of Love and Darkness does not appear in the list of films in competition at the Ophirs, the Israeli Oscars. There are several explanations, among them that it was not selected as an Israeli film, or perhaps the film was chosen to compete internationally and not locally, which means that if the film is nominated, it is likely that it may not represent Israel at the Oscars. Before the Toronto Film Festival, Israel is the first country to show A Tale of Love and Darkness, universal and Israel. The identity of the film is actual as cosmopolitan as the director.
In a moment, we'll talk some television, but first, here's our cultural recommendation for today.
In 2010, the first museum dedicated to calligraphy opened its doors in Alexandria, the second largest city in Egypt. With a total of 1,500 pieces, the building design combines Islamic motifs and modernity, and it was inaugurated by the Minister of Culture, Abed Wahad El Nabawi. The museum stores one of the finest and largest collections of modern and ancient manuscripts. Among them, the Kufiq, an Arabic calligraphy style developed in Iraq. The new site wants to show the aesthetics of calligraphy practiced for over 15 centuries. Originally meant for the preservation of the Quran, calligraphy has quickly become a major form of artistic expression in Islamic and Arab cultures.
Yaron Tenbrink, editor of The Tube, is already here in the studio. Hi, Yaron.
Hi, Oded.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
We're talking about two shows that are one and the same, really.
No, they're not.
No, they're not?
They have nothing to do with each other, actually. We're talking Narcos.
I have a theory, but we'll get to that.
Narcos?
Yeah.
Narcos. The rise and fall of Pablo Escobar, the drug kingpin of the 70s and 80s. Basically, the man behind the Medellin drug cartel. This is an amazing Netflix series. It's a crime drama. It's based, of course, on a historical figure now, but it's really so fresh.
Is it a series? Is it a mini series? It's a
full 10 episodes series. Cool. It starts indeed in 1979. And it's really interesting. The most interesting thing about it is that it's bilingual.
Okay.
And it's part of Netflix push into the Hispanic market.
Yeah.
So the idea behind Netflix is that every location they get to, every new country, every big market, let's say, they try to produce content that fits that market. And here it's kind of a halfway thing, because this is also for the English-speaking market. And here we see Luis Guzman, an excellent player.
Yeah, some great actors.
Wagner Moura, the guy playing Pablo Escobar, he's a great Brazilian actor. The only weird thing is that he's Brazilian, so his accent is a bit off.
Well, some of us won't notice.
I mean, for us non-Spanish speakers, it doesn't really matter. I know
just
that.
Out of curiosity, story-wise, it's told from his point of view, or
it follows him kind of. It also follows DEA agents going after him, and it's very tense. It's very violent.
Let's leave some time to talk about Humans as well.
Humans, wow, yeah, Humans is a brilliant science fiction series from AMC. It's based on a Swedish series called almost real humans, or almost humans, real humans.
Okay.
Which has also a name that is impossible to pronounce in Swedish. Won a lot of prizes. It deals with synthetic people, and some of them are conscious. They know that they are not real people, and they are basically robots.
Right. Something in the spirit of Blade Runner.
Yeah, some of them get hacked. Some of them are trying to find the others that are like them. All of them hate humans because they get seriously abused by humans. Some of them are sex workers. It's a real...
It sounds like a great concept. Does it also hold throughout the...
Yeah, mainly because of William Hurt, who plays the guy who invented them. He's the father of them. He has a great role. They're all very beautiful. It's kind of dystopian. It's
always nice to watch.
But it's great.
People, that's why I love having you on screen so much.
Tons of fun.
Thanks, Yaron.
Thank you.
That's it from us for today. Join us again tomorrow for another show. Please. Bye-bye.